So this book is really a compilation of our own personal experiences, but also quite a lot of research as well. We spoke to a lot of people, in fact. And what's sort of clear when we sort of sat down is how badly things are being done at the moment.
Yes,
don't you think?
Absolutely. In a lot of instances, yeah.
I mean, a classic example is the go, no-go area. And we found some pretty bad things going on. And for me, I think what was most startling was this FOMO, fear of missing out, which you hear from so many partnerships. They just think they have to go for it.
Or partners coming along to the people doing the tendering and saying, I think it's worth a punt, when actually there's no relationship. They don't really know why they've been invited. They don't know anything about the company. What their pitch is on is not necessarily an area of strength for the firm. And then they say it's worth a punt. Well, really, that's a week of somebody's time, and it possibly isn't worth a punt.
That's right. I think another big area in this regard was around the presentations. Now, obviously not all tenders go to presentations, but a lot do. And the attitude and some of the working practices that we found in this area was startling. And from the classic things of no preparation, no planning, the discussion in the team for the first time in the taxi on the route to the meeting.
Yep. I heard one of the stories I heard was a pitch team that when the client went, I heard this from the client, went to introduce himself in reception, they were introducing themselves to one another because they didn't know one another. That whole thing of, we do the rehearsal in the taxi is just ridiculous when there's been so much investment in the front end in producing a proposal, and yet usually the decision will hinge more on the presentation. It's about personal chemistry, it's about people. It's inevitable that that's going to be important, and yet the investment is the other way around.
You're absolutely right, Tim, and the final thing, just observation, is when you hear about client feedback, post-pitch feedback, and so few people do it, and the response you seem to get time and time again is, oh yeah, we lost on price. And that's just seems to be taken as a given.
It's such an easy cop-out, isn't it? Particularly for us British, we don't like confrontation. So you just say to the firm, you were fantastic, you were really good, look, I'm sorry you didn't get it this time, you were just edged out on price. That's a fantastic cop-out for the client. The reality is usually completely different, and it takes some digging around and a really honest conversation to learn what it is you did wrong so you don't make those mistakes again.